Hello, fellow renegades. Nikki here, and it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for another Ren and Webby drop from their Asylum album. They are Inpatient, and this is Neurodivergent, and I'm super excited to see what this is all about. I love the title, I love the concept. If it is what I think it is, I am here for it. I consider myself a little neuro-spicy as well, although I've not been diagnosed with anything. I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I got to say about that. And I don't think of it as a bad thing, honestly. I think that our most creative minds, our most brilliant minds, have been neurospicy. There just wasn't a term for it, or, they were misunderstood. And so I don't think it's a bad thing. I think if anything, it's a superpower. So with that being said, please like, subscribe, share, do all the YouTube things. If you'd like to support the channel, there is a link in my description for Buy Me a Coffee. No membership is required. It's totally up to you. Either way, I'm super glad you're here. So I'm not even going to talk too much. We're just going to get started, and let's get into Ren and Chris Webby, also known as Inpatient, and this is Neurodivergent off their new album, Asylum, coming soon. Already pausing because those of you guys who watched all of the nights leading up to Starry Night, the different video montages that Ren created, this was definitely in there. So I like how they used some footage from this for that. I'm excited. This is great. And I love seeing Ren as a teacher. He looks great. He looks great. Inpatient. Yeah.
Stay calm, boy. My thoughts are burning like the napalm. I think I need to get away from this noise. I hate the places that I came from. Destroy and burn a message from the preacher. Subliminal out the speaker. Kill. I never paid attention either. There's something strange about my demeanor. Don't feel pity for this sick boy. Sitting pretty with prescriptions, flipping stimulants and edibles.
Okay, already loving this. The music is different, and a few of you predicted that each song on this album is going to have its own vibe. Clearly, that is the case. This is not like Down the Road. This is not even like Instigator. It's its own vibe. I love the school setting because where's the first place that we learned conformity? And it was school. And if you were a little bit different in school, then you were a problem or a nuisance or the class clown or whatever the case is. There were labels for being anything other than falling in line and doing what everybody else does. So I love that this is part of that message. Kind of reminds me of Starry Night, when he talks about take a baby, gosh, I forgot exactly how the words go. When it's on, I know it because I go with the rhythm of it. But basically, school is here to be the first prison of conformity. And I think it's fascinating that he's bringing that also back into this collaboration and into this song. And I'm excited to see where it goes.
For this sick boy, I've been sitting pretty with prescriptions, flipping stimulants and edibles. It's medicines, cerebral and repairable, tweaking the biochemical peaking. I feel incredible. But wait a second, need dopamine. My focus goes towards smoke machine. Precursor birds from L-tyrosine. And my racetrack doors very psycheding. Deciphering maybes I might have been. Perspirating, Fibonacci, Vicodin. The piloting, Kawasaki, ninja thing. I bring to a begin and I go.
Okay, and just even thinking about like using the flow switch to communicate neurodivergence, whether it be ADHD or otherwise, like he's speeding up his flow switch while stating all these things that could be related to medicating any one of the neurodivergence. So I love that he's using that flow switch in such an artistic way to portray what it feels like when you have to sit still and you're hyped and like your energy is going. Infamously, I had people who would sit in front of me because they liked that my legs always shook. So like I would put my foot under their chair in school and I would just shake my leg like and they just sit there. And that was just like a thing. The people, different kids would be like, all right, who's sitting in front of Nikki today? Who wants the, the shakes today? So I would just like, and it's not something that I do because there's a problem. Like people will be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm totally fine. This is just relaxing." Um, Apparently a sign of neurodivergence. Spiraling, Fibonacci, Vicodin. Yeah. Yeah. This is right in line with what I thought.
Spiraling, Fibonacci, Vicodin, the piloting, Kawasaki, ninja thing, I bring to a big talk, topic, begin and go, square status quo, car twisted, the roll, top lip split, explode, misfit, don't fit, what makes a person, new divergent, sick for certain, Neurodivergent. They told me I was broken, nothing but a defect in my head. Said that I was hopeless, just a fucking reject hanging on by a thread. But after all the pills that they got me, it turned me to a zombie.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Like, if it's easier to put people into a box, right, when they're growing up, and some people just don't fit in that box, but they're functioning, they're doing things their own way, just because they don't necessarily conform to the way everybody else does things, which may or may not be an outdated way of teaching people, you shouldn't take away their being. Like, I think if anything, although society gives us like a specific manuscript of how things should be and how you should like be in society, I think the power that we can have if we just go into ourselves and figure out how we work best, right? And I've used this as examples before, especially when I've been on podcasts and been interviewed on podcasts. I really feel like everyone's not supposed to be 9 to 5. Everyone's not supposed to be a corporate person. Some people thrive at night, and those people used to be valuable to their tribes back in the day. So like taking away your natural function to fit into a society that doesn't feel right for you is only going to make you feel worse. I think instead of demonizing the fact that you don't fit into a certain mold, embracing that you don't and doing things your way is ultimately the best way for success. Because a lot of times people think success is, I get up at 6 every day, I run, I come home, I clean, I meditate, I study, and then I work for this many hours, and I take a break only for lunch. But the truth is, success is what works best for you. You will thrive if you pay attention to your body, your energy, your mind, and the way that it works. I had to basically restructure my entire life about a decade ago to fit the way that I worked, because I tried to fit into the system, specifically the corporate American system, and it just was not for me. Even when the job was not too stressful, I was miserable because I don't wake up early naturally. I don't function well first thing in the morning. I'm not my most creative. I'm not my most productive. I am in the evenings, and I'm creative at nighttime, but the system is not set up that way. So I had to choose to recreate my world to fit me. And honestly, I'm much happier. I'm not gonna say I don't have stresses or worries. I do, but it's a better way to live. So figure out what's best for you. I know that's easier said than done. I know that a lot of times the systems that are set up in our world are beneficial to our family, our loved ones, blah, blah, blah. But see if there's a way to fit you into it somehow, like the best way that you work. All right, I'm done rambling. Gotta go back. And I don't know, I'm enjoying Webby. I actually am. I went and listened. I listened to Raw Thoughts Part 7 and I reacted to it. I'm not sure if I'm going to post it yet. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm getting a vibe for who he is now. All right, let's go.
Neurodivergent. They told me I was broken, nothing but a defect in my head. Said that I was hopeless, just a fucking reject hanging on by a thread. But after all the pills that they got me, it turned me to a zombie. So welcome to the dawn of the dead, in the handicap spot, just to see that doctor. And this is what he said. Yeah, he said I got a touch of the tism, piece of my puzzle is attention, while the attention deficit disorder tunnels my vision. But see, this world's an asylum and shit, we all in the system. And our sanity's the motherfucking cost of admission. You see that glitch in the algorithm, that's me. Don't fit in a crowd, I lift a boundary. Going sick, let it out and flip, they found me. But the misfits round, so bitch, allow me to show 'em what I came to do. Shut the blinds and keep the noise down, cause it's about time to let them all into a madman's mind. Not well, but hell, I feel fine. Go, whoa, off script state. This whoa, got twisted. He whoa, top lip split. Explode, whoa, misfit, don't fit. Whoa, what makes a person? Whoa, neurodivergent. Whoa, sick for certain. Whoa, neurodivergent.
I don't have much to say about that. Imagery is interesting. Do not promote the use of illegal substances, especially ones that can be extremely addictive and harmful. But for all we know, that could have been related to an ADHD medication. We're just going to go with that. And I have my own take on that. It's just because I grew up with a lot of addiction around me. So not a big fan, but not here to judge. I'm here to, what do they say? We listen, we don't judge. So here to listen and enjoy.
Neurodivergent.
Guessing that's Ren. Fine.
Whoa, sick entirely. Whoa, shrinks in psychiatry. Whoa, don't mind my anxiety. Whoa, or my non-sobriety. Whoa, doctors lining up to lie to me. Whoa, speak too much, they try to silence me. Whoa, just a product of society. Whoa, that's fine with me.
Love it. Yeah, I loved it. I think it was really well done. I feel like Webby's part was great, and the irony of him being the janitor, right? It's kind of like that joke where, you know, your teacher says, you'll never amount to anything. Maybe you'll be cleaning the halls of this school one day. And then it's like, he's like, yeah, so I'm the janitor. And I'm just gonna enjoy my life and light up. So I thought it was really, really well done. I like seeing, like I said, the camaraderie of the neurodivergents. I like seeing the kids basically embracing it. And if they're going to be the weirdos, they're going to be the weirdos. Like, who cares? Like, at some point, we have to stop and look at all of the people we've admired in history, who have made history, who have changed things, who have questioned the system, who have brought about new inventions, ideas, art, music, so on. I can almost guarantee you they'd be classified as neurodivergent. And so if this is how our boy is going to classify, then yes. If this is how Webby says, yes, I am down for it. I am here for it. I am part of it. I love it. And this was a great addition to Asylum. And I cannot wait to hear this whole album in succession. Like, I want to hear every song in order. I want to vibe with it, and I'm here for it. I'm sure I'm going to listen to this on repeat, as I have been doing with Instigator and Down the Road. Like, I can't get enough of it. And I can't get enough of watching other reactors. As a reactor, I love watching other reactors. I was watching them before it started the channel. I was inspired by Ren. I was inspired by all the reactors. And I'm so glad I get to be a part of this at this time where Ren, The Big Push, Webby, all this music is coming out. And I'm so glad that I'm here for it. I'm glad you're here for it too. So thank you so much for joining me on this ride. If you're enjoying my content, please like, subscribe, share. I forget to mention that if you want to see me react to other Ren songs, odds are I've probably reacted to one of the songs you want to see me react to already. So please go to my Ren Reaction, Ren Rabbit Hole playlist. Everything is in there. I've had guests on the show. I want to have more guests on the show going forward. The best way to have those guests on is for you to please contribute to buying me a coffee. It doesn't matter if it's $1, it doesn't matter if it's $5. Whatever you can give is so helpful, and I truly, truly appreciate it. It keeps the lights on, and it helps me provide a good environment for my guests. Hopefully, then I could also upgrade some of my equipment. But until then, thank you so much for being here, and take care of yourselves.